Hello, everybody. It is that time of the week again. It is your illustrious hosts, Dragon's Fury and Infernal Drake.
Hope we all have been having a good week.
And if not, we hope the episode helps, and if it doesn't, not our fault. So, stuff, things, people, places, all of the other nouns and descriptors and adjectives, what have you. It is. The internet scares me.
What did the internet show you this time?
It's less of showing me, it's just more of a. I think we're in a social regression of intelligence, and it's kind of
I mean,
concerning.
that's kind of been a thing for a while.
Well, I understand, but like I said, it's a bit of a concerning. My hair is throwing this background out of whack, just all out of whack. It just can't handle with how much I have. Like it's all like half of it's being cut off right now. And so I'm like, I really want to know what the like, especially on like TikTok and stuff, because it's like the stuff that I tend to watch on purpose, right? Like I go through a lot of like videos of whatnot that are interesting or not, but
Yeah.
the stuff that I tend to go through is very like surface level mind stuff. Like it's like Halloween just passing. It's Halloween costumes of the little ones at costumes. It's the different creative costumes that came about. Dog videos, cat videos, and like just animals in general, right? And then
Yeah.
I got like comics and stuff, and then obviously the horny, right? So I don't understand how I keep getting these technically matching things, but not, uh, you know, matching things. Like, for example, it's like, hey, this is a comic, but it's a video about a comic responding to someone else responding to something else, right? It's like it's so far down the like flow chart of
The
things
rabbit
that
hole.
it shouldn't even be considered related anymore.
Yeah.
And it was just like I just don't get it, especially since the vast majority of the stuff that I will consume media wise is a specific type of thing. So these in betweens don't make any sense. And of course, per usual, I always get something that like ticks me off to like the high heaven, and it's
Mm.
usually some like people just not thinking fully. It'll be like, hey, here's this comment made, cool. Their
Yeah.
comments are made, and then you're just like, what? Wait, what? Like, how are you this stupid? Right? It's like it sounds good for like 4 words in, and then it just goes left, and you're just like, but
Like, what are we doing
what?
here?
But what? Right? So, example, because this is for like plug your ears if you're not an adult. I come across this video of this woman who's talking about
Uh-huh.
the less you do, the more a man will do for you. And I'm just like, where the
What?
fuck is this going? Like I'm intrigued, right? And she said she learned this from being a dominatrix. And I'm like, again,
I'm sorry. What?
where is this going? This is very interesting. All right. And she's like these men come in here because they paid for the service, they think that they can tell me what to do or whatever. And so she was like, whatever. And then but she responded in like, no, like you gonna have to like treat me a certain way in order for me to move on with the service. And then they switched their tune real quick. And I'm just sitting
Mhm.
here like, um, I think you missed the point that you were trying to make
Mm.
because you made it the opposite. Because, and there was another, like I've seen like way back when, but there was another video talking about like this dynamic, but like of like subs and doms, where it's not one or the other. It's both, and it's just cycling. So like basically like the power is just cycling between the two individuals, or like however many participants in the particular activity it is, because whoever wants that experience is coming to you saying, here, take, if we're, making it tangible, here is my, my power here. You hold this, you do with it what you will, because what you will do with it is what I want. Contingency, like asterisk, right? Because per usual, as adults, consent's a thing. They can take that back, and then they're like, no, this is not what I want anymore. Which means you never had it in the first place. On the other side, they're saying, I will do this service as long as you follow the rules and regulations of what we put for this activity. And if I don't like how it's going, we don't do it anymore. So it's just, like I said, it's just a cycling of like this the power of the interaction. And so I'm just sitting here looking at this woman I was like, I think you missed the fucking point. They got you to do what they want by doing what you wanted. So who's who do what now? Like, who's really doing more for who? Like, they came to you for a thing. You're like, fix your face. They did. You do the thing that they want. I think it's still them getting what they wanted.
Yeah. The point that was trying to be made was thrown out the window.
It was thrown out the window. And I'm just like, and it just kind of like kept like going through that, and I was just like, all right. And then of course, the nerdisms kick in, and so I see a video again with the issue of power scaling. The general public doesn't understand how to power scale. That looks creepy as hell. It's like I said all the words to trigger you at the same time. Like, you are happy, mad, and sad at the same time. And so that is going to be the main topic of like people not thinking things through in the span of what we actually talk about, which is like power scaling. Because I don't understand why no one does it. Like, not that no one does it. I don't understand why people are still doing it wrong. That's what doesn't make sense to me.
Well, it's just because like whenever it comes to power scaling, it's just like sometimes it sounds right, and then other times like it's like, oh, this character can do this and all that. And it's like, I mean, they always are just like trying to compare him to like just a strong character. They're like Goku.
But see, that is the easiest fucking thing to do. Because Dragon Ball Z has the most linear, basic bitch power scaling ever.
I would agree up until Super, because then once it got to Super, they threw that shit out the window.
But yes, but it's still linear in Super, because at this point we've passed like the normal realms of stuff. Now we're in a different like realm of things. So it's like the beginning part is, hey, this is everything within the normal thinking, if you will, right? So it's like, what are your feats? Oh, I can cut a mountain in half. I can cut 2 mountains in half. I can demolish a mountain. It's like, it was like, oh, I can blow up a planet. I can blow up multiple planets. Like, we can, snap something out of existence, snap something into existence. It's linear. It goes from normal reality as watchers into like a realm of, in Dragon Ball's case, the realm of gods. But once you get up to that higher echelon, then it's even easier, because it's like, okay, we're all stupid powerful. What else can you do, right? It's now you're in a pond of everyone's a planet destroyer, right? Okay, do we have any universe destroyers? Yes. How many? 4. Okay, of those 4, it's so easy, right? And it's but what I don't get is how you have such an easy scaling, and then you try to merge it across animes, which again still have easy scaling. You what? So example, you're gonna have to weigh in more on this because I hate the other show. So the the original question was Zuko from Avatar: Last Airbender against Todoroki.
Okay.
Who's taking it?
Uh, uh, hmm. That I have to think about a bit. Honestly, just from feats, like I feel like I'd have to give it to Todoroki
All right,
potentially.
potential. See, like I
Only
said,
be
I don't know.
Yeah, because the reason I say potentially is because it's like, yes, they both use fire, but also Todoroki has ice and also has some more stuff in his arsenal. Now, obviously, if it's hand-to-hand combat, then Zuko wins.
And so that was the things that like come out. It's like, okay, what kind of so realistically it's going to be all of it. He's going to try to close the gap or whatever. And it's like, yes, he has ice or whatever, but ice essentially is just water to Zuko. So again, you got to weigh in. I don't know. I hate the show. Um how are they, like, when they present like their feats, like how simplistic is it, or is it kind of like that it's technically this, it's technically that, where it's like, oh, it's ice but it's not really ice, it's like this weird
So it
combination
is
ice kind of
ice,
thing.
but well, no, it is ice, but like Todoroki, like near the end of the series, like he managed to get the ice cold enough to freeze flames.
Okay,
Like it would
so
just extinguish any flames in the area.
like encase them, or just kind of being like, I,
Extinguish them.
okay, see.
And cause this was when he was fighting his brother who had probably the hottest flames in the series.
See, now that makes me think that their scaling isn't about the actual things themselves, it's about the environment. So it's like, oh, like the fire you're producing, the reason why it's a problem is the effect of it. Like you said, like it's the heat that's actually doing it, not like the destructive, like, igniting
Oh,
something. And
it
like,
was destructive.
but you understand what I'm saying. It's like, oh, like
Yeah.
typically when we are presented with fire abilities, it's about the all consuming of it. It's just like, oh, it's so
Yeah.
much that, oh, we have ignited everything. Like everything that is flammable is now on fire and it's
Well, yeah.
spreading or
I
whatever.
That's basically what was happening because his brother basically like he was burning so high he was literally melting everything in the vicinity, and Todoroki basically using the opposite version with, so obviously he has a really strong version of fire, really strong version of ice, and the ice will manage to put out the fire.
Yeah, so it seems more like that seems like Fire Force logic versus, regular say, where it's, hey, it's
Anime logic.
well, not even anime logic. There's because they're going along the line. Anime logic would just be whoever's stronger, no matter
Yeah.
what. Like it's like, oh, hey, it's fire, but like his fire gets extinguished by like Endeavor's fire or something because his is just
Yeah.
stronger. That's anime logic. But Hero seems like it was going more like Fire Soldier logic, where it was like, hey, the aspects of their power amplified is what's doing or whatever. It's like, oh, I'm making the surrounding area so cold that your fire can't interact with the environment to its full potential, which is what is extinguished it. Again, I don't know, based off of what you're telling me. Hate the show. Don't care about accuracy for it anyways. I'm just trying to make a point. Where, so it's like, but at the same time, it's like you have Zuko's feats capped, right? Like we only know
Yeah.
what he's able to do up to a certain point, and then that's when you have to do a little bit of like speculation, but educated speculation, right? Based off of other similar individuals who are involved that like better describe what the capabilities are. Because someone was saying, it was like, oh, maybe if he was powered up and so is its comet. I was like, I don't even think that's true. I think that is a cop out because Sozin's Comet is just an amplifier in general, not an
Yeah,
actual power
like
boost in the
it's
sense
not
of like thing.
like it's not something innate.
Right. So it's like, oh, Sozin's Comet. Hey, boom. Everybody who has, like, just for like discussion purposes, everyone gets like a times two, right? You are now twice as strong as you would be in that moment of the comet going by, right? So that,
Yeah.
allows, for instance, of what we're saying, all of these, I would say mid-rank firebenders to just be able to raise a country between
So yeah,
four of them.
that also raises the question, like, because Todoroki uses fire, would that he also be empowered by So's Comet?
So that, well, no, you have to think about how is his power
Yeah, I know.
presented, because
Yeah,
it's
because Zuko's
presented
a
as a,
spiritual
well, not less a spiritual thing. It's more, it's his
chakras.
his power is like in My Hero. It's a mutation essentially.
Yeah.
In Avatar, it's natural.
It's
It's not
yeah,
a
that's the
mutation. This is the
natural
same.
chakras and all
It,
that.
yeah, that's just natural. Like, this isn't a weird thing that has come into the point. It was like, hey, something has influenced everybody. My Hero is the result of Korra doing the Korra thing, where she basically starts waking up like basically making new benders. That's where I would say it would come in. So like after
Okay.
like Todoroki would fit in more as like a, you know, let's just say new gen bender essentially. So going along that, I don't think they would be affected the same way because they don't have that same connection to, like you said, it's the chakras thing. It's the innate natural energies of your body versus, hey, your body got fucked up because the whole human population got fucked up X amount of years ago, and this is just the result of what has happened, right? It's
Yeah.
not you like, so I don't think it would affect him in the same way. He might get a power boost, maybe, but not in
Also,
any
a thought
sense.
that just crossed my mind. Did they have each other? Did they have Zuko and Todoroki fight each other because they have scars on their face?
Maybe. Let's just say because people are stupid.
Because I just realized I'm like, wait a minute.
Someone did say that like they wouldn't even fight each other; they would just like trauma bond over the fact that their fathers were
They
ass.
would, honestly, they would. They would.
Um,
Because both their dads were assholes.
and so I'm just like it it shouldn't be like this difficult like, for a say. And again, it could just be me because typically I'm smarter than most of the people that I interact with. So like I have a deeper understanding of brain like in psychology because I spent a lot of time studying it and I still do. And so it's I'm not saying I know all of this stuff, but it's like there's a lot of similar patterns in like the general population of thinking that is very easy to see if you know what you're looking for. So
Yeah.
it's very interesting about these matchups where it's like, okay, yes, they're different things, but we where does it you can easily put where people fit in other things, right? So it's like, hey, for like the whole like when people were like, oh, like Goku beats Sailor Moon. No, the fuck he doesn't.
No. Yeah. No.
We
He
have
does
seen
not.
like she is universal of a threat.
Yeah.
Like the Grand Zeno is looking at Sailor Moon being like, "Hey, you're fun. Let's go break universes together."
Literally. Just like with a swipe of my wrist, I make this universe goodbye.
Right. It's she's gonna be like, "Hey, look at my little like wand," and he's like, "Yay! Look, I can do it too." Wand, and then like just realities are popping in and out of existence. That's an easy thing. It was like that's where that lines up. It was like, can you do that in your verse? No. So you're not going to be able to do it in another verse. It's so like,
Yeah.
and then you have like the interest, like the ones where like things get kind of like weird is like when people try to do like Naruto characters because up to a point most of the Naruto verse is getting rocked by a lot of other anime
Oh yeah.
because their baseline of power is very much average in a lot of other anime.
Yeah. Like
So,
in most, because like what would you put like majority of them? Or let me rephrase that. Where would you put most of the powerhouses in Naruto?
Roshi on a bad day.
Fair enough.
Cause like,
Yeah.
and don't get me wrong, like I absolutely love Naruto, but the reality is that all of the powerhouses outside of like the stupidity, like with like Madara being Ten Tails, and the reincarnation of being of gods. Minato, oh, he's so fast, he can do this and then whatever. Pan can do that.
Yeah.
So
God, that reminds me of the death battle they did with Ichigo versus Naruto. I'm just like, why?
it doesn't. That's another one that things get kind of weird because in verse the powers don't make sense. So,
Yeah.
but we're not, those aren't the ones that we're comparing where we're like, oh, it's this and this, and we're discussing, various guesses of anything. It's, oh, they're totally going to be, I was like, why? But I was like, that doesn't even make any sense. Um, but yeah, no. Who did they say won that?
Naruto. Yeah, like they literally had Ichigo use freaking the final Getsuga on Naruto, lost his powers, and then Naruto just killed him. I'm like, what? It's like he wouldn't even need to get anywhere near that.
Right? Like, what? He would
Yeah.
need Sage to get half of that. Then again, I've never believed Death Battle half the time because I don't.
Oh yeah. Like some of the death battles, like I can see making sense, but then there's some that really don't make sense. Like, God, which one was it? Oh, Green Lantern versus Ben 10. Like they had the Green Lantern win by going back in time. And the thing is, even in their own analysis of saying, hey, the Omnitrix has a self-protect feature. For some reason, it didn't kick in to protect Ben.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I hate about stuff. It's like I I don't I don't and then the say to go back in time, which is a big no no for the core. So it's like
yeah,
yeah,
like it's big no-no. And also, during that point in the fight, before he went back in time, Ben was already in Alien X form.
yeah, I
And
don't know why they
and
use
here's
that.
the biggest thing: they had Alien X act like a brawler when he's not. Like
No.
literally, Alien X could have just wiped Hal Jordan out of existence.
Yeah. See, the reason that's an issue with like Ben 10 being the scale is that they kind of like tend to throw out their own rules for Ben, where it's like,
They do.
yes, Alien X could do that, but the reality is that can Ben convince the other two to
Well,
do
here's
that?
well, well, I mean, he was like they gave him full control of Alien X in the fight.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, what's but again, we've already established that Death Battle is wrong in their analysis of things
Yeah,
because
they
he's not getting
they
full
have,
control of Alien X for
oh
just
yeah,
the fight. That's not happening
oh yeah,
because they
but
don't
also it's
care.
like, oh, obviously, it's like arguing, but yeah, it's like I think in majority of the fights that have dealt with DC heroes, the DC heroes have always won when they really shouldn't have. The only one that I will give is Superman versus Goku, because Superman's feats are so stupid in the comics.
Well, you don't even have to like the feats in the comics are like fine, but like you can do it in the shows too. Superman again, just place them into each other. Goku doesn't become what Superman did when he was a teenager well into an adult.
Yeah,
That alone is like, nah, you're getting your shit rocked. Because teenage clone Superman is rocking your shit. And
yeah,
then, and even if you want to like throw mentality into it, yeah, Goku's not going full out automatically. Well, that's your own detriment. Because if you don't decide, if you decide you want to be like, ooh, how strong are you or whatever, and you get clapped before you have a chance to assess, it doesn't matter if you could have been stronger, you weren't. That's on you. So, not, nerfing the fact that he's an actual idiot,
Yeah.
then no, like, you need to go straight to your most powerful form, two of which, okay, you put him, in Ultra Instinct or whatever. All right. Well, unless you're magic, you ain't doing fuck all to Superman.
Yeah.
It's not, now, don't get me wrong, it's not going to be this one-sided if Superman is taking it. No, Superman's getting a fucking workout, but
Like, because like I obviously I knew that Superman was going to win, but like, because they redid Superman versus Goku, I think like 2 or 3 times, and in one of them that just made me mad was like literally back and forth for most of the fight. Goku goes to his strongest form, launches the Kamehameha, and Superman, who was affected earlier, is now not affected. I'm like,
what?
it's like, explain that to me.
Yeah, make that make sense.
Like literally, he's just standing there, just like, yes, nice summer's day. It's like, excuse me.
Yeah, I fuck. It was like, what have you? What's that adaptive robot's name? Amazo? That sounds right.
Yes.
Sound with an
Yeah, Amazo.
Yeah, Amazo. I'm just like, what do you like? Who do you think you are, Amazo? Yeah,
Right?
it's just very, very interesting. And then like in like a weird, hilarious like subcategory of like people not understanding the concept of what the subject is, or hear me out.
Oh God, yeah.
Typically,
Like,
most
no, we
people
will
don't
not hear
understand.
you out.
It's like, no, we will not hear you out, but we're gonna hear you out. So I've been getting a couple of like this guy's going around, and he was like, "What's your hear me out?" And they're actual hear me outs. Like this one woman said, "The thumbs from Spy Kids."
Oh my God.
Yes, that is a hear me out. You're gonna have to work real hard to make me follow
Yeah,
you
no,
on that
we're
one.
gonna need, yeah, we need to hear all. We need to see your dissertation about this.
The
Like,
dissertation
anyone
is crazy, but yes.
anyone who's listening that does not know the thumbs from Spy Kids, look it up.
You're too young, crazy. Like you're too young to be here listening to us if you don't know who the thumbs are.
But if you are here, go check it out.
Go check it. I was like, oh yeah, he walked away. The guy who was interviewing walked away. I was like, because that was a hear me out. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to make you look at the person, question you asking them the question, and then you want to leave because whatever they say, she succeeded. Because whatever you say, I don't say. And then another one was it's like, it was Optimus, Bumblebee, and Megatron at the same time. And he's like, "Oh, you're a dangerous person."
That God
because he's like, that's a truck, right? You know that's a car, right? You know he's evil, right? And she's like, "Yes." It was like, you could change him. No, I'm not trying to change him. Oh God.
Oh dear.
So yeah. Yeah, definitely the hear me outs of things, but
the thumbs is still getting me.
oh yeah, no, I saw that video like 3 days ago, and it's still fresh in my brain. But yeah, so that is my rant on. I think as a nerdum community, I think that we need to work on our constructive criticisms and our critical thinking about these matchups that we're making, because at least what I've seen hasn't been anything that is warrants an actual discussion, because not even debate, because they're fictional characters based out of the brain of some random person, so it's nothing that it's like a debate. Like don't fight me on it, but I will gladly discuss it with you and see like, okay, where is your line of thinking on this going? And then as long as it makes sense, cool. I don't have to agree with you. Just make it make sense. Like your logic has to make sense the whole time. Not part of the time, not most of the time, the whole time.
Like, there was one fight that came up. I honestly need to look at the comments because I'm still debating on how the fight would go. Was Rize the Bomb Devil from Chainsaw Man versus Bakugo from My Hero, and I'm just like, I am like, I'm leaning towards Rize solely because like one, she has regeneration, and two, like she can literally throw her bombs, whereas Bakugo kind of has to get up close, kind of. Well, no, he has range.
I don't know. I hate one, didn't watch the other, so.
Well. Yeah, I'm trying to think if you would actually like Chainsaw Man.
I don't. I won't.
Fair enough.
Because after everything that I've seen up to this point of just like random clips, not at any point have I gone, I wonder how we got there.
That's fair. Honestly, that is very. I'm now actually very concerned which scenes you saw.
Trapped in a trapped in like a hotel on a floor.
Yeah. I think it was like the Infinity Devil or something.
I was just like,
and I'm assuming it was like Kobeni like running at with a knife.
Well, them like trying to break out and finding out that they're stuck, and I was just like, okay, like it.
Yeah.
Like on paper, if you were to kind of like say that, I would have been mildly intrigued, but then after you kept going, I was just like, well, not even execution. I was just like, it's just kind of like whatever, because it's like there's other like stuck in a maze or like stuck in like a loop. It was like, because like they did it, JJK did it,
oh yeah,
Daily Life of the Immortal King did it. It's just kind of like a very whatever thing. There's no way to make that unique, so it's just very whatever.
I was trying to remember when JJK had happened. Was it the school?
No, it was one of the like flashback missions when Gojo and them were younger, and it was like one of the first missions, and it's like a house, and they're stuck in like the hallway.
Oh, okay, I remember now. It was like, yeah, okay, episode 1, got it.
Yeah. So, I was just like, it's very much a whatever thing, and so it's just like, yeah, okay. Cool.
It's like we've seen this before.
And it's not like I don't watch other things that have like the same thing happening. It's just this particular thing doesn't make me want to know how you get out. Like I really don't care how you get out.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like I said, and I loved Daily Life of the Immortal Kings, and so, but like that one was very stupid. Like how they did it, it was my least favorite iteration of it. So I'm just like,
yeah, there were some episodes during that series I'm just like, what?
Yeah. Sword Puberty was hilarious.
God, forgot about that scene. Actually, I say that, but I actually saw that scene pop up on TikTok not too long ago.
Yeah. Oh my god. So I saw like you said, like I saw it on TikTok, and if you don't know what you're talking about, just don't make a comment, right? So it was the scene of him basically finding his scabbard, and the scabbard is, the sister, and so it's like they show the scene. They find outside, he like basically stabs her in the chest, but it's just like, again, she's the scabbard, like the form she was in. He's
sheathing the blade.
Yeah, the form she was in is not her true form, so yes, you would stick the sword in the sheath or whatever. And then all of the comments were just like weird, unnecessary, inappropriate like sex jokes, and it's just like,
really,
guys, like it's his sister. What the fuck? Also, they are literally a sword and sheath. Like, that's That's what they actually are, and like you're missing that entirely.
Yeah, it's like they're not an actual person.
They're not a psych. No, they are the spirit that is the sword and Jeeves, or is that, and I.
Like, people make things weird so quickly.
They do make things so weird. I just think that these people just have weird relationships with their family, and I just don't want to be a part of it. So,
Yeah.
all right. Any closing remarks? Because we're at 35 minutes. About.
Oh damn.
Oh no, we are at 35.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I feel like it's been long, but damn. Well, I will say, if anyone gets a chance, go see a 4DX movie. You will get thrown out of your seat. But in more positive news, stay hydrated and make sure, and hope to see y'all next time.
Yep. And as I say in most of the video endings, you are the reason why we continue to make these videos. Otherwise, I would be bored out of my mind and it's not worth it, and I would stop making them. So thank you for supporting us and all of the videos that are here on the YouTube. If you also see us on the TikTok, thank you for the support there. Sometimes he's on Twitch, so all of the support over there is also appreciated. And
Yep, trying to actually get a solid schedule. Life's been busy.
that's fair. So once again, thank you all, and we will see you on the next one.
Bye bye.